What's going on, guys? Coach Sam here, back at Rise. I want to talk to you today about our programming for adults for our small group personal training. I get this question a lot. What do you do there? Are you CrossFit? Are you bodybuilding? What are you? We are strength training. So I used to do CrossFit a lot. I've done some bodybuilding stuff, done some strongman stuff, done a lot of strength training, studied under some really great strength coaches, as well as physical therapists who practice strength training. So that's really our bread and butter here at Rise. Strength training is to meet you where you're at and then get you to where you want to go, like build a total base of strength, identify weaknesses, build up those weaknesses, as well as get everything stronger. So I want to talk about two aspects of our programming for today. So new people and then experienced. So new people coming into the gym, regardless of if you've lifted weights before, you've probably have some sort of previous injury or have done something wrong. If you're a guy, you probably have a shoulder problem because you've been benching too much. If you're a girl, you're probably weak in the legs because you're not getting full range of motion in your squat, even though you think you are. So we're gonna find the spots where you're weak and build you up from there. But the three buckets we're looking for are building good form. So form, weaknesses, and then like mind-body connection. So I'm actually going to start at the bottom and work my way up. Mind-body connection is really big. A lot of people lift weights wrong because they don't know what their body is doing in space. So for the newbies, we'll do a lot of ground-based core work, ground-based crawling, very intentional motions that teach the brain new movement patterns so that you don't keep hurting yourself. Our goal is to reprogram you, develop your mind-body connection, mind-muscle connection, so you know what your body is doing throughout your entire workout. So as you continue to work out for us, work out with us, I can just say like, yo, Jill, tighten up that core. And you'll know you're gonna brace to that midsection while you're doing that overhead press or while you're doing that RDL. Having that mind-muscle connection is really, really helpful. You're doing a shoulder press, but you're using a lot of your trunk and your hips to throw the weight up. Hey, Jill, keep it locked in that shoulder. Don't twist that body. You're like, oh yeah, that's what my shoulder feels like. Because most people, whenever they're lifting weights, they don't know what their muscles actually feel like. They just kind of go through the motion until they're tired. So next, we're going to work on the weaknesses. So one of my clients, Jill, for instance, she couldn't do a bodyweight squat when she first started. So we had her doing assisted bodyweight squats, so just holding onto the squat rack, getting all the way down into that range of motion and all the way up. She had complained of knee pain because basically her legs were weak. And once we got her legs stronger, her knee pain went away, and now she's back squatting like 70 pounds for 8 reps. So she's absolutely killing it. And then finally, weaknesses can be a lot of different things. It could be mobility. It could be, strength in a specific body part. It could be a previous injury that we have to build up and work around. And then finally, form. Just taking our time in the beginning. Our supersets, whenever you first start, are very light so that we can keep you focused on form, like moving well and learning how to do everything right, rather than just throwing a lot at you and moving a whole bunch. There's a train coming, so you might hear a train here in a second. And then for the experienced people, so as you progress through this, what our workouts look like. After that, you have this solid base here, we go to, it's still strength training, and the way that we go about it is full body every single day. We'll do an upper body and a lower body move. And the upper body will either be a push motion, so a bench press, a push up, a shoulder press, a crawl, a push motion with a lower pull. So a pull motion would be a hip hinge, something where you have to hold on to something and your body is doing the motion. A kettlebell swing, an RDL, lunges where you're holding on to weight. So you pair these together, because when you're pushing, you're not using your grip. And when you're pulling, you are using your grip. So we want to, if your grip starts to go, then your brain is going to freak out and think you can't do the motion. So we pair those two types of motions together. Then we'll either add in an explosive movement. So like a med ball throw, a vertical throw, a jump if you can, or a core motion. So working that core still, whether that's ab wheel, plank sliders, dead bugs, side planks. And this is kind of a rest. So you work hard, you still have something you're doing, but it's a little bit of a rest. Like you're letting your muscles kind of get back to ability to push more. So say we got bench press, we've got kettlebell swings, and then we've got a side plank. So by the time, after you're done with your bench press, you do these and then you do these. By the time you get back, your chest hasn't done work in these last two movements. So by the time you get back to your push motion, your chest is recovered and you're able to move a little bit more. And then every workout has our warm up, and then like probably three supersets, and then a little bit of a burner at the end. And based on your goal, we'll change the burner up. Most everybody wants better looking arms. Ladies want a better feeling core. And so we will usually just blast like a bunch of core work for the ladies at the end, and for the guys, a lot of arm work, maybe a little bit of both for the ladies. Because like if you do focused like tricep work, focused bicep work, you're going to get results compounded with these other motions. So if you have an upper day or an upper body push and then a lower body pull, then you'll go into a upper body pull, lower push. So you have a couple supersets of that, a couple supersets of that, and then finisher, where it's helps accentuate the stuff you did up here. So accessory motions. So let's just say this is bench, kettlebell swings, core, and then this pull, let's just call this a, let's go lat pull down. Push, let's go barbell squat, so back squat. So things that we can do to be an accessory for your pull downs and your bench press would be biceps. So biceps and triceps, or even pull aparts. So lots of different ways we can add accessory at the end, and that's usually like the last 6 to 7 minutes of class. You've done a lot of work, then the accessory movements are lighter and you're going for failure. Right, on these, you're going for a hard 5 on bench press. For the lat pull down, you're going for a hard 12. On the kettlebell swings, you're doing 15. You're really working your glutes, you're working your hamstrings. So more focused, intentional strength stuff here, and then at the end, just burn it out, a little bicep, little tricep, maybe some sled work, get that heart rate up. So that's how it works. You come in, we get your warm up in, everybody does the same stretches, and then everybody has their own program. So a 20-year-old college athlete is working out next to a 60-year-old guy with back problems. Two completely different needs, two completely different experiences with working out, and I'll write a program specific for that college athlete, a specific program for that 60-year-old guy with back problems to help them achieve their goals. The old guy wants to get out of back pain, the college athlete wants to be more explosive, leaner, meaner, and all those things. So that's kind of how the programming works here for the Rise Small Group Personal Training. It's not CrossFit, it's not a high intensity boot camp stuff. That stuff doesn't really build muscle and get you to where you want to go long term, which is more muscle mass, less body fat. Those high intensity things more or less are cardio with weights, and don't build the muscle like you need to build. And then it's not just bodybuilding, because in bodybuilding you do an upper day and a lower day. I don't want to get you in here and blast your legs for an hour. You wouldn't be able to walk for a week. Like, it's already hard enough with the exercises I put together for my clients. Like, I get so many text messages. Wow, it was really hard to sit on the toilet today. Like, whoa, these stairs sucked. And if I did an entire day of legs, it would be way worse. So we go full body every single day, pairing everything together. It makes it more fun, more exciting. We can get more movements in a day, and you're not going to affect your long-term progress by having full body every single day. They will be different movements every time you come in too. So that's how all of our programming works. For the newbies, working on building up the mind-body connection, identifying weaknesses and building those up, and then teaching proper form. And then for the experienced people, they'll go into the supersets like this. Newbies do supersets like this, but we're just a lot more focused on the areas where they need to work a little bit harder. So that's it. Any questions, hit me up. Rise Strength Performance here in Lebanon, Tennessee. Happy to help you out. Let's get you into the gym. Let's get you jacked. Let's get you strong. Attack those weaknesses and have you healthier, longer in life. Let's go.